Hey everyone, RJ here. Welcome back to the channel, and today I'll be doing an unboxing and taking a first look at the all-new TCL 50XL 5G. Okay, so the TCL 50XL 5G is a phone you can get right now at Metro by T-Mobile for free with a new number or port in. I think the retail price is around $159. Don't quote me on that, but it's somewhere around there. And so today I'll be unboxing it, giving you my first impressions and first look at this phone and all that kind of good stuff. So you can see the box right here. And on the side here, you will see some specs. Got a 6.78-inch Full HD Plus display. It's got a 120 refresh rate, a 50 megapixel hybrid camera, 5010 milliamp hour battery. It's got 6 gigabytes of RAM, and storage is 128 gigs with an octa-core processor. It is from MediaTek. Let's go ahead and pull off the top of this box right here. And right on top, you will see the phone. So we'll go ahead and pull the phone out. You'll see a really nice looking phone here. Also, you get your TCL Quick Start Guide as well as your safety and regulatory information. And you also get your 18-watt quick charging brick here in the box, as well as your USB Type-C charging cable. Okay, so everything is now put away and the phone is laying right here, as you can see. Now, I did give you some specs on the side of the box. However, since this phone is so new, I do want to be a little bit more thorough in the specs of this phone in case you were interested in buying this phone. Then you'll know exactly what you're going to be expecting here. So, as far as the display, you got a 6.8-inch Full HD Plus display coming in at 1080 by 2460, a 20 by 5 by 9 aspect ratio with 396 pixels per inch. It is an LCD device with 120 Hz refresh rate. Now the processor is the MediaTek Dimensity 6100 Plus. Now that was the same processor that was in the Samsung Galaxy A15 5G, and we all know how that worked out. So hopefully it'll be better here in this TCL. It does have 6 gigabytes of RAM, and it also has what they call, I think, Next Turbo 6 gigs of virtual RAM. So we got to see how that works out with this phone here as well. Storage is 128 gigs, and you can expand that with an SD card slot. Now, TCL is touting this phone as a creator's phone with some really good cameras, so we'll have to see how that goes. But it does have a triple camera setup on the rear with a 50 megapixel main lens, a 5 megapixel wide angle lens, and a depth sensor. Can record at full 1080 at 30 frames per second. We'll verify that in the camera settings. And the front camera is an 8 megapixel camera. It is running Android version 14. Has a 5010 milliamp hour battery with 18-watt quick charge. And that's basically what you need to know right now. So picking up the device, you will see that it is a nice looking device. It feels kind of like a leathery feel back here on the back, but it's really not. But you can tell the texture back there. It does look nice. There's your triple camera setup with your flash, your TCL branding. Now here on the right side, you got your power button that doubles as a fingerprint scanner and your volume up and down. On top, you got a microphone. On the left is your SIM and SD card slot. And on the bottom, yes, it comes with a 3.5mm headphone jack, microphone, Type-C charging port, and your bottom firing speaker. This does have dual stereo speakers as far as I know. We'll go ahead and give this phone its first boot up here. So we got TCL there. So yeah, I'll go ahead, I'll get it all set up, and I'll come back when it's finished. Okay, so we're all set up now and ready to go. Now let's turn the phone around here and look at the biometrics. And now you can swipe up for your PIN, your pattern, or your password, or use a side-mounted scanner, which works just fine. Just a tap there and boom, it's on, no problems. This also has face unlock, but I can't seem to get it to work right now, so I'm going to have to kind of go in there and find out what's going on. But taking a look here at this display, TCL has always been known for having very vibrant, punchy, very colorful displays. This one here is no exception. Now, right out of the box, this phone basically has nothing on it. You can see it just has its Google stuff, Next Vision, settings, safety, radio, stuff like that. So pretty much basic stuff here. Yeah, so let's go ahead and pull the drop down here. Got all your quick toggles here that you see. So this is on Android version 14, and you got all of your Wi-Fi, media, brightness, airplane mode, yeah, NFC, all that kind of good stuff. Let's go here to the settings for a little bit and got your Wi-Fi, your Bluetooth, networking settings. You have your connections here for your NFC, cast your screen, your printing, Chromebook, nearby share, Android Auto, stuff like that. Home and screen and lock screen. We won't dive too much into this right now. I kind of wanted to show you what TCL is offering here in their system. So, control from the lock device, wake screen notifications, lock screen message, home app, home settings, wallpapers and style, next vision display. So you can go in here and turn on image enhancement, video enhancement, game enhancement, and scroll on down here and let's see. Is that dark mode? I don't think so. Color mode is vivid. So vivid, natural. You can see it changed colors there. And advanced, you can go in here and advance it however you want to. Leave it here at vivid though, just looks better. Sunlight display mode and stuff like that. Let's go into display and we'll turn on dark mode. And dark mode is just not turning on right now for some reason or another. So I guess I'll leave it here on light mode for the time being. You got your refresh rates. You got smart refresh, 120 Hertz or 60 Hertz. We'll leave it here at 120 Hertz because why not? Display in size and text, auto rotate screen, smart resolution, stuff like that. Sound and vibration, buttons and gestures. You got your gesture navigation. You have your gestures up here, 3-finger screenshot and lift to wake. Got your power key there as well. Advanced features here, screen recorder, system navigation, and just stuff like that. Now storage is 128 gigs and 17 gigabytes has already been used, 9 by the system, 8 by apps. So yeah. And we'll go here to about phone. See the TCL 50XL 5G. See the display there, the cameras, the RAM, the storage, the processor, what version of TCL UI we're on, and all that stuff. We're on February 1st security patch, and so it was Android version 14. So once I get hooked up to Wi-Fi and stuff like that, we'll see if it actually has any more updates as of right now. But overall, first impressions here is it feels very smooth. Only time will tell, with that 6100 plus processor and how it's going to perform in this phone. But before we get out of here, the camera, like I said, they have touted this phone as a creator's phone for the cameras. So you have your 1x, your 2x zoom, your wide angle lens, and your macro lens. So you can get right up close and personal right here, as you can see. Back here to 1x zoom. Got your video mode here. So in video mode, you are able to record in full 1080, 30 frames per second, 720, and 480. So no 60 frames per second. No 4K recording. Nothing like that here on this phone. It's kind of unfortunate. Back to photo mode, portrait mode, and more for your pro mode, light trace, and Google Lens. Turn the phone around to the front facing camera here, and you can see I got your photo mode. You have your video mode here as well, but you can also record in full 1080, 30 frames per second, 720, and 480, all at 30 frames per second. Now, I think it does have some kind of stabilization on it. It just says anti-shake. So we'll have to see how that anti-shake works here on this phone. But I will definitely be taking some photos and videos with this phone. So yeah, stay tuned for all of that. But this is just my first look and my unboxing of the TCL 50XL 5G. So if informative in any way, hit that like button. Any questions you may have, leave it down below. If you're new here and not a subscriber, please consider subscribing and press that bell for all future notifications of this phone. I will have quite a bit of content on this phone coming up here in the future, so be sure to come back and hang around and subscribe and push that bell and all that kind of good stuff to be notified whenever I release all those videos and others, and I would appreciate it. Y'all have a good one, and thanks for watching.